Alright guys, I want to talk about this for a few seconds. So, I know this was announced, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, but this is going to give me my little thoughts on, pretty much Lucha Underground getting nominated for an Emmy. Now, most of you guys may not know what Lucha Underground is. It's pretty much a lucha style wrestling, if you've seen that before. Think of the movie Nacho Libre, but less the comedic and just more of luchador wrestling. Rey Mysterio style of wrestling on TV. Now, Lucha Underground appeared on El Rey Network last year, or debuted last year, and it became well received by many fans. As a wrestling fan myself, I thought this was going to be shit because I've seen lucha wrestling before. It's not bad, but I never understood it. Just wasn't my cup of tea. Well, I was wrong. This is probably the best wrestling show on a week-to-week basis. This show is fantastic. It's fucking fantastic. On a week-to-week basis, the format is great. The writing is on point half the time. The wrestling, for a show that's an hour long, it gives you fucking good wrestling. There was a match, what was it, last week that we had Johnny Muto versus Puma in an Iron Man match, and I gotta be honest with you, that was a fun Iron Man match. That's the funnest Iron Man match I've seen ever. That's better than any WWE match they put on. They took the stipulation on the Iron Man and they turned it to what they, a little lucha style Iron Man, and it was fun. And that's wrestling was supposed to be fun, and this was fun. Well, news broke out, I think a week ago, that Lucha Underground is nominated for an Emmy for Outstanding Structure of a Reality Show. That's fucking fantastic. That's amazing. The show only been airing Lucha Underground on El Rey Network for about almost not even a year. It won't be a year till August, and they're getting nominated for an Emmy. That's fucking fantastic. That's amazing. And it just let's speak hypothetically. Now, a lot of people are saying the show may not get renewed. I think it's going to get another season. Now, the third season, that's very questionable. But we're hearing rumors that, let's say if it doesn't get renewed, even in this short time period as when we got the show, it's done wonderful. They gave us a fucking casket match. I have never seen a casket match between Meritrez, I can't say his name, versus some other dude. And I kid you not, that was the funnest casket match I have ever seen. You know how the WWE casket matches are the same old shit. They fight and they try to put each other in the casket. It's like, it's always the same shit. That's why they don't do it as much anymore, because it gets kind of boring, redundant. Lucha Underground took that casket match and said, okay, this is how we fucking do it. It was fun. I had fun with that shit. The way he was running to the casket, like they bring the casket in the ring and they use that shit as a weapon. I have never seen that shit before. One of the dudes was running to him. He did a belly to belly and the dude hit the casket. I was like, holy shit, that was awesome. And the way they do it was fantastic. It's just, Lucha Underground is a fun wrestling show. And even when they don't have wrestling, they have like promos. The promos are not 20 minutes. They don't drag. They get to the point and it's done. And we're done. And we get to the wrestling. So it knows its audience. Where it's something that WWE does not know. They try to know, oh, the casual fan wants this. But actually, fans just want wrestling. They try to give us that here and there. But then honestly, they want to be a sports entertainment show. And they just come off as half-assed. But back to Lucha Underground. It's been fucking fantastic. It's one of the best shows on a week-to-week basis. I know a lot of people like NXT, but y'all need to take a look at Lucha Underground. That shit on week-to-week has not disappointed. And this shit is taped in advance. It's taped in advance. So what I mean by this is, this shit been taped 2 or 3 months ago. And on a consistent basis, it feels so special. It feels so unique. The way it's shot is beautiful. The way it's like in this little, like a fucking warehouse is fucking cool. The way it's set up is good. Now, a lot of people may not like it because it's lucha style and they just thought, oh, I don't like the whole soap opera-y. But then again, wrestling is soap opera. I like how the way they're doing it because they know it's soap opera and they embrace that. But they also know their audience is 18 to 34. So they also embrace that and say, you know what, fuck this. This ain't going to be a kid's show. We're not going to insult your guys' intelligence. We're going to give you good wrestling. Yes, we're going to give you some storylines that's not believable, but we're giving you some good-ass wrestling, too, so you guys can say, watch, stay tuned for the next week. And it's been fucking amazing. Problem is, the show is on El Rey Network, and a lot of people don't have El Rey Network, so it kind of sucks. But if this show was on Spike TV or fucking, TNT, this show would probably definitely get buku ratings. I promise you. I'm just saying. But I'm happy this show got nominated. It probably pissed the fuck off of Kevin Dunn. Kevin Dunn is a producer, executive producer for WWE. Been working there for years. His goal was always to win an Emmy or to be nominated to win an Emmy, mostly to win an Emmy, and he thought he could do that with wrestling. Well, it looks like Lucha Underground beat him to the punch, because now not only they're nominated for the Emmy, I think they're the first wrestling show, I believe, since God knows when, to be nominated. I think they're the only one, and that's been Kevin Dunn's dream. Like this Kevin Dunn's dream to get WWE or to win an Emmy, and he can't do it. It's just, I think it's time. This is a show. I think this man needs to look at who works for Lucha Underground. We need them to be on Raw, because those guys need to be on Raw. And what I mean is, it's just the way the format is different. The format needs to change for Raw to be nominated, because right now wrestling is a joke. And it's a joke because of WWE. The way they book shit, the way they write shit, the way they assault people intelligent. Lucha Underground, yeah, you have to suspend your disbelief here and there, but it's not a bad product where it doesn't assault the people to 18 to 34. They don't try to do that. Where WWE tries to assault the 18 to 34 demographic. They try to get those casual moms and those kids, but kids always want to be treated as adults. When you treat kids like adults, you get money. And I understand you don't want to do that, because a lot of stuff wrestling used to do back in the day, kids shouldn't be watching it. Well, it's PG now. Just give us fucking wrestling and call it a fucking day. You know, I'm just saying. But anyway, I kind of gave my piece on the show. If you have not seen Lucha Underground, ladies and gentlemen, I recommend you go see it. I know there's some clips on YouTube. I will find a clip for that casket match probably, and put the link down in the description box below. If you have not seen Lucha Underground, please go check it out. I know a lot of people may not have El Rey Network. If you can afford it, get it. If you can't afford it, just watch it. That's all. Support it online. And make sure the show stays on the air, because God knows we need some good wrestling here. And wrestling right now is a dying fucking breed. That's just my opinion as a former wrestling fan. As always, like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys later. And peace.